I lived kind of all around the United States, and I grew up in a Jewish household. And I understood the language. I could read and write Hebrew, but I didn't understand what was really going on in our prayer. I was searching for happiness in many different places, and I always felt like I needed to fill some void that I had from within. While working at my own business called Fearless Camper Vans, I was going through a lot of emotional pain. I would just start crying, and there was this deep emotion that was within me that I couldn't avoid. I was by myself and alone and didn't know how to get out. I began to ask questions, is there something bigger that I'm missing? And so I went home to my girlfriend, Maddie, and she brought me to church. And there, they told the story of Mary and Martha and their brother Lazarus who passed. And Jesus was there. Jesus felt their emotions, and he wept. And at that moment, I began to weep. I began to cry publicly, and I cried for the next 3 hours after the service. And I realized there's something bigger that I was missing. After that moment, I started asking questions and started actually praying. I bumped into, at Take Coffee, a friend of mine who is also now in my disciple group, and he's the leader of it. And he sat down with me, and we were able to discuss all the questions that I had. And then a few weeks later in church, they asked us to raise our hand if we wanted to surrender. And I wanted to surrender away all of the feelings that I had. I wanted to place my burdens, my fear, my anxiety, everything onto God and leave it there. And when I did that, that's when I surrendered to Jesus as my Lord and Savior. It made me completely believe in a relationship rather than a religion. It allowed me to feel in tune and in touch and dance with God rather than following the strict rules. Jesus changed my life completely. I can fully say that before encountering him, my life was very different. I used to wake up in the morning at 5:48 a.m. with shooting pain going through my legs and my arms every morning with extreme fear, anxiety, and depression. And I was paralyzed to my bed. When I encountered Jesus, he put the people in my life that can help me. And now why I want to get baptized is so I can feel that peace all the time. And I'm Doug, and I'm so excited to go public with my faith with a baptism at the beaches.